Hey everybody, I am standing in our obstacle course for this weekend's object lesson. It's going to be really fun. We're learning about King Solomon and how this whole time we've been learning about how great and how wise he was, but this week we get to learn about, how he wasn't perfect. He made some mistakes and he worshiped false gods. And when his son became king, the kingdom ended up getting divided and his son did not have very many followers as a king. And so what you're going to do for this object lesson is you're going to ask a volunteer before you even start your lesson if they can set up an obstacle course that looks kind of similar to this. So I'll attach some pictures in this email for you guys so that you can show them to your volunteer, whoever's going to be setting this up for you while you're talking. So what you're going to do is you're going to ask any of the kids who thinks that they can come up here and make it through this obstacle course. You'll bring them up and then you're going to let them know that you're going to blindfold them. Then you're going to ask who thinks that they would be the best leader to help lead their friend through this obstacle course. So you'll bring up a second child. So you'll go ahead and you'll blindfold the first child, have them stand at either end of the obstacle course. It doesn't matter, whichever way they want to go to get through it. Have them spin around a few times. Maybe have the crowd count with you, have them spin 4 or 5 times so that they kind of are confused about where they are, and then have their friend lead them through the obstacle course only by talking to them. You'll have your production team set a 60-second timer and let the other kids who are not actually involved in the object lesson, let them get engaged by cheering on their teammates, but not too loud so that they can still hear each other. So all that the leader can do who is leading them through this object lesson or through this course is just talk to them. That's it. They can't push them, they can't direct them. Physically, they can only talk to them. Once they're done, however far they get through it, let them know that they did a good job, have them go sit back down. If they made it all the way through, that's great. They probably won't, and that's okay. But let them know whether they did or not, that they did a great job. And even though the person leading them did great, they still weren't a perfect leader. Even if you made it all the way through the obstacle course, not touching any of the obstacles, the leader who led you still isn't perfect because they're not God. Solomon looked like he was going to be an amazing king, but it turned out that he still made mistakes and he couldn't lead his people perfectly. What we're learning here is that God is the only true leader who can lead you perfectly your entire life if you just listen to him and surrender to him. So I hope you guys like this lesson. Should be pretty fun. We'll see you this weekend.